Welcome back. It's the Kovacs report. And we're going to kick off this week's reviews with Bring on the Bad Guys Loki. Now, this is the next installment in a series of interconnected one-shots under the Bring on the Bad Guys banner, which focuses on a Marvel villain. Each issue has a different creative team, and it all kicked off with Doom by Mark Guggenheim a few months ago. And so far, it's been a really, really good series and exceeded all my expectations. And I'm hoping Loki will do the same. So I'm going to dive into this page by page, give you my thoughts. Please read the book first if you don't want to spoil. Like the video if you like the video, and also subscribe. That will really help me out. It will grow the channel, and I can do more of these videos, which I hope you are enjoying. So let's dive in with a little bit of a catch up. So this issue is brought to us by Anthony Oliveira and Jethro Morales. There's a backup story too from Mark Guggenheim and Michael Stat Maria. So there is a Soul Forge, and it's an ancient artifact, and it grants access and control to all of the souls on Earth. Now, Mysterio really wants this powered up badly, because that's what he does, right? He wants all the souls on the Earth, and he was part of this Lords of Darkness cult many, many years ago who were trying to do just that. Now, during the ritual, he decided to betray them, of course, because he's Mysterio, and he killed them all. But not only did he kill them all, he incinerated them and their souls. And unfortunately, to power this forge, you need the souls and the blood of these members of the Lords of Dark. So he thought, that's okay. I'm going to bide my time, and there will be a point where I can take the blood and the souls from descendants of the original Lords of Darkness. So each issue he's enlisting the help, or rather bargaining with a Marvel villain to do exactly that and claim these souls for him. So this month it is Loki, who looks like he's in a bit of trouble. Not only is he being tortured in hell by Myphisto, but Thor and the rest of Asgard's knocking on the gates of hell to come collect him, because he's been up to mischief. But he is the Lord of Lies, right? You know, the god of mischief. But Mephisto sees that he can take advantage of the situation here and gets Loki to agree to bargain with him. He will make all of Loki's problems go away so he can get back to being mischievous if he takes this magical dagger and slays this young boy who is the descendant of Khonshu and capture his soul. So Loki says, okay. But of course, Loki's got another plan under his horns, right? He's just not going to lie down and let Mephisto boss him around. So we jump to Paris, 1895, and this young descendant of Khonshu is busking in the streets of Paris. But rather than just stab him, claim the soul, and complete the bargain, he's mesmerized by the music and the sound and the words. So he must sense that there's some kind of magic or some kind of power in this person, in those words, in his soul. So he decides to do something a little bit different. What he decides to do is give him everything he could possibly want to create the most beautiful show in this opulent theatre with only the best of the best of the best. So he gives him some time to create this beautiful piece of performance and art and music, but he's struggling a little bit, so he gets a little help from this young lad here, Jonathan Nilsson, who's a baritone. Now they form a friendship, these two men, and they're starting to make this amazing show. But Loki, he's looking over and he's not happy. He's never happy, because he wants them to hurry up. Now, someone else who wants Loki to hurry up is Sister Sorrow. She's been sent by Mephisto to tell him that he needs to get this done and get it done quick. You're not playing the game. You weren't meant to do this. You're supposed to get in, kill the guy, grab his soul, and return. And he's saying, who's the boss here? It's me, all right? I don't bow to you. I do not bow to you, so, get out of here. So that's what happens. He leaves her on the floor there, and he continues with this strange thing. And I'm not actually sure what he plans to gain from this, really. This is where I got a little kind of confused. It's like, why? Why does he want to put this huge show on? Why just take what he wants and gets out of there? But anyway, his patience is running out. So he lets this young Khonshu descendant know that he wants this show ready to rock and roll, and he reveals himself as Loki, the trickster god, all right, and terrifies this young lad. Now, on the night of the show, Sister Sorrow's watching, and she notices that the young lad that's supposed to be helping with this show is watching from the top, from the galley, wherever it is, and she pushes him off and murders him, maybe to stop the show, I don't know, so that Loki hurries up and just, completes his end of the bargain. But the show must go on. The show must go on. So he pops up there to have a little throwdown with Sister Sorrow, and they have a fight while the show does go on. And it starts getting bigger and bigger and crescendoing for Loki to make his entrance. And he does. He comes through this weird little portal thing that they've created. He's all dressed to the nines, and he does indeed murder the lad with the blade. And this guy, so obviously dies. Now, we jump back to hell. And he says, I've butchered the Khonshu descendant. And he says, the dagger is empty, princeling of Asgard. Where's the soul you promised me? He says, He said, you told me to take this dagger, slay him with it, capture his soul. He said, I've done all three, my oath fulfilled to the letter. So what he's done is he's got the small print out and he's gone, well, you didn't say I had to specifically bring it back to you. But then we find out, where's the soul? Where is the soul? And he says, in a sort of echo from the beginning, that everything has a cost and you lose your soul. And he's basically taken the soul for himself because his is gone. And that's it. Now, this has been a standout series so far. I found this one a little bit weaker. I mean, the twist at the end is interesting. Loki wanted a soul back, basically. But it didn't really, for me, blow me away like the others. And that's sad. I'm really sad that that happened. But all in all, it was beautifully drawn. I mean, the story was okay. Again, I didn't see a lot of the motivation of putting this show on. Why not just stab the guy, take his soul? That's what you wanted, right? Or does this show enable that to happen? It didn't feel like it was explained that this is some kind of ritual that must be performed for him to be able to take the soul. I'm not really sure what's happening here. So, maybe part of the words, as we see here, let every soul at last be sold and all earth tremble to behold the Yellow King arise. Maybe that's kind of the incantation that needs to be made for Loki to be able to come in and take his soul. But I don't know. It was okay. I'm looking forward to the next one instead. Now, there's a little backup story with Sister Sorrow at the back of the book. Again, it's okay. It just adds a little bit more history to Sister Sorrow's origin, but it's not much to write home about. Basically, it talks about the very, very first ritual that kicked off. I guess how Myphisto discovered this thing was going to happen in the first place. But there we go. So the Red Skull's next. We've had Doom, Green Goblin, and Abomination, which was absolutely standout. Hopefully, Red Skull's going to bring it back. I mean, those Bermejo covers, you can't resist them, so I will be reading it. So those are my thoughts. Let me know yours, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video.